Hello guys and gals, me Mutahar, and today's video is brought to you by a good friend of mine named Nuxtaku. Nuxtaku is a good friend that I make videos with. We have something big coming up. And he alerted me to this guy named Totally Not Mark. Now, Totally Not Mark is one of the YouTubers whose head is on a chopping block right now, and it actually becomes part of a bigger issue that I really want to talk about that exists on this platform and many others. So, Totally Not Mark makes videos about One Piece, Dragon Ball Z, basically anime. Anime that is produced by big companies like Toei Animation. Now, Toei Animation, a Japanese mega corporation at this point for anime, has produced this content and has basically looked at every single video he made. All right, so the general outline is one night he was sitting down, basically chilling around, and out of nowhere he gets like what, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15 copyright claims. Okay, now copyright claims to start off with are not strikes. Basically, a copyright claim is somebody looks at your content, they say this content, it's my content, they're stealing my content, they claim the content within your video, and sometimes egregiously it can reduce your monetization, and sometimes they can even take the money. But what's really bad is sometimes they can block your videos from showcasing anywhere in the world. Now, I'm one of those people that sticks super hard in fair use. Whenever I cover something, like if I ever cover or commentate on anything, if you notice something about my videos, I do a lot of my face. My face is usually 90% of the video, okay? And the reason I do that and show basically snippets of what I'm commentating on, if anything, you'll probably see like 5, 6 seconds of footage with no commentary. And that's because I show as much as I have to. We try to follow fair use all the time everywhere here at Some Ordinary Gamers. And Mark does the same thing for his channel. However, Toei Animation looks at his channel and says, that's mine, grabs, claims the footage. So overnight, he ended up getting up to 150 copyright claims. Now, for Mark, who produces a video every week, this equates to like 3 years, 2 to 3 years of his life's work, basically being claimed and at worst, also blocked by Toei Animation. Now, the only way that he can counter this is by going to YouTube, filing a counter notification, which basically means I'm willing to take you to court, whoever is copyright claiming me. Now, in 99.9% of the cases that this happens to, the people who usually issue a copyright claim never take you to court. What they do is they wait out the 30 days. So for 30 days, Mark has to live with stress, all right? He has to wait until this counter notification gets dealt with. YouTube returns his video back onto the platform without any issues on his channel. However, the problem is he can only file a certain amount of these at a time. So really it comes out to fighting 150 claims, Mark has to spend 37 years. So until Mark is collecting social security checks, he's got to deal with Toei Animation yanking on his nuts with no recourse. Now, I consider this to be dumb, but I understand both angles, okay? YouTube is a safe harbor provision website, meaning that every time anybody uploads content, if YouTube gets any legal notification, they take down the content, no questions asked. It's how it works. If YouTube does not do that, they lose that safe harbor provision. And this exists for Twitter, Facebook, anything. A DMCA claim sent to them, they immediately act upon it, no questions asked. Because if it's one thing these sites don't want, is to take that legal burden onto themselves. They are allowed to host content, and if told that content is breaking the copyright laws, the DMCA laws, they take it down. To give you guys a really good comparison, I'm going to show you trailer footage of the movie Hackers, okay? This is an amazing movie with actors such as Angelina Jolie and Fisher Stevens. Fisher Stevens plays an amazing character in this movie called The Plague. The Plague is a cybersecurity expert that rolls around on a skateboard and frankly makes fun of anybody. He considers everyone to be beneath them. See, what I just did was I used movie footage and I talked about this movie, all right? All within fair use, I reviewed, I critiqued, I talked about Hackers the right way. I didn't just show you footage and just walk away from the screen. That would be bad. What I did was I took this content, I transformed it with my own commentary, I critiqued it, and therefore I made a transformative product. Now, if the studio behind the movie claims my video, I have a legal right to counterclaim and say, I wasn't re-uploading it out of nowhere, I did the right thing. Mark's been doing the exact same thing, yet he's been hit by Toei. In fact, some of his videos, all he's done is draw characters. That's all he's done. And they still claimed it. All they did was they checked the title. Dragon Ball, One Piece, hours, and then they claim it, and it is what it is. See, for Toei, they're not getting anything out of these claims, okay? They just basically stifle a channel. They basically kill this man's business, all right? They basically stop him from ever even critiquing or covering this content, and that is what it is. And so if he counterclaims, their lawyers will never counter back. And this is wrong. Even on YouTube services, even on YouTube's terms. So what you're seeing right now on the screen is a request video removal option, right? So basically, if you want to DMCA somebody, you have to go through this tool on YouTube. So basically, I'm signed in as my channel name. I can add whatever video I want to remove, okay? So whatever software, video, original, whatever, okay? I just select the type, put in the URL, and I add it to the list. Then I put myself as a copyright owner, I give them my information, I tell them who I am, and then I have removal options. I can do a 7-day notice, or I can remove it right now. And then I can even make it so that the copies of those videos cannot be, uploaded on YouTube ever forward. Then there are legal agreements you have to sign. So like, I have a good faith belief that the use of my material in a manner complained of is not authorized by the copyright owner, its agent, or the law. The information in this notification is accurate, and under penalty of perjury, I am the owner or an agent authorized to act on behalf of the owner of an exclusive right that is allegedly infringed. Then I understand that abuse of this tool, such as submitting removal requests for content that I do not own, may result in termination of my YouTube account. Now, if they were removing his videos by like full copyright strikes, this is probably the page that they're seeing. And again, if they had watched the same videos I have from Mark, they would have realized, man, I can't even fit all 3 of these bills. I don't have good faith whatsoever. So between the relationship of Toei Animation and their lawyers and YouTube, they themselves are making a mistake. But they're allowed to submit these claims and call it a day. However, what they're most likely doing, and where it gets close to, is YouTube's built-in feature that I see already. So for instance, there's a channel copyright feature. You can actually find out who's re-uploading your content. So for instance, in this case, there's a channel that has re-uploaded my video, GTA Definitive Edition is a pathetic mess. This channel is React Like Matt. They've got 6 views so far, and if I click onto their video, it says that 90% of it is literally my video, okay? 90% of it is my video. In fact, if I watch it, this is the video in question. So this person is doing a reaction to the video that I made. And to understand, I don't actually care if they're re-uploading my content. There's stream highlight channels that do the same thing anyways. I just make content so people can laugh and have a good time. And if this person is re-uploading, I'm not gonna go out of my way to claim the content or monetize from it or like block it from their channel. So to understand, what they've also done is they went into the content ID system of YouTube, fed their animations so that every time YouTube sees that animation on its platform, it can then choose to allow that company to claim that content automatically. However, in Mark's case, it appears that that content has been claimed manually because other YouTubers have uploaded the same animations, but Mark is the only one that's gotten it. So it seems like Toei has unfairly targeted him, despite the fact that they wanted him to promote something anyways. You see, the best example that I can give over here in comparison is, let's say tomorrow, okay? People who are critical of Grand Theft Auto suddenly get their videos claimed and blocked by Take-Two, who by all legal right can look into those videos and say, some of our content's being used, they're using some GTA 5 footage. Despite that content being fair use, as the current system allows it, that content could then be claimed, monetized by another party that had no involvement in making it, and then also blocked worldwide potentially, or blocked in numerous countries. This is not only a way to stifle careers, but potentially stifle criticism as well. So in Mark's case, the fact that this has happened so egregiously in just one night puts this guy's career and future at risk. While, to my understanding, none of these are actual strikes, which means it doesn't seem like his channel is going to get taken down yet. It does definitely scare the shit out of him because these are videos that he spent time on. These are videos that brings people to his channel. If people can't watch the videos, forget about the monetization. The guy's channel dies in the algorithm because no new blood is seeping in. That's the problem with the situation. And like Mark says, Toei Animation has basically made him an example of. And Toei Animation is a company that, by the way, if they had watched the videos, they would realize they'd have no legal basis to take it down. And this is the problem with fair use on this platform. This is something that you'll see a lot when it comes to people who do movie reviews. Elvis the Alien, Nostalgia Critic, Red Letter Media, all these people probably have to go through so much bullshit in the copyright content claim algorithm that it almost makes them question if what they're doing on YouTube is the right thing. And what's baffling is this might be one of the few platforms where this is that big of an issue. See, people review movies all the time, whether in print, whether in podcasts, whether in whatever. It's literally just YouTube and the way people work tirelessly to transform content that puts them at actual risk. So ladies and gentlemen, one thing that I can say is while I wasn't a Mark watcher, I'm certainly an enjoyer of the stand that he takes, simply because of the fact that what has happened to him on YouTube regarding Toei animation, which is absolutely fucking disgusting, could have happened to anybody. It could have happened to me by like Microsoft if I criticized Windows too hard. It could have happened to like Dark Viper who shat on Rockstar a little too hard. It could have happened to anybody. It could have happened to like MVG who might have shown an emulator from Nintendo a little too hard. This could have happened to any creator for almost any content that they produce, despite of it being transformative. While in the end, Mark will get his issue rectified if he chooses to go through 37 years worth of 30-day notice counterclaiming, it shouldn't be that way, all right? It shouldn't be like that. YouTube is too busy removing dislikes when in reality they should really look into their content claim system and realize maybe instead of requiring 30 days to respond to one of these counterclaims, maybe they should respond to like 7 days, maybe 48 hours, maybe something of the sort. Why is it that if somebody can make a claim against your video, and again, it's 30 days because it's not like there's any process going on, Mark files a counterclaim and the other party literally waits the 30 days for it to get released and resolved by YouTube. It's truly a baffling situation and one that I hope he gets resolved, but I wanted to spread awareness about it because frankly, this is something that affects not just me, but it affects you, the viewer, as well too. If you ever wonder why we're so careful with our content, it's because these new rules are something we have to abide by. All right, simple as that. If you want us to make content, these are the rules that we have to abide by. They're unfair fucking rules, but they're rules that we have to abide by. And honestly, they're rules that we hope raise enough awareness sometimes situations like this, in order for them to get reassessed, removed, maybe reevaluated. But that being said, this is me, Mudahar, and go support Mark. Go up to his channel, check him out. Give him the support that he needs. It's literally Christmas, okay? Give him some love, okay? From the Some Ordinary Gamers community to Mark, another fellow YouTuber, show the man some respect, show the man some hugs and kisses, and have a good day. This is me, Muda, and I am out.